Hi guys, I'm gonna get right to it. My heading says, could I have cancer? Memory loss, bone loss. These are all symptoms of the Depo shot, the Depo-Provera. Okay, I've started taking it since I was 18. I started taking it at 18 because it's a birth control shot to keep you from getting pregnant. And also it's good for, well, they say it's good for either slowing down your menstrual cycle or stopping it altogether. So I was like, okay, that's good for me. So I started to take it at age 18. My menstrual cycle was almost 2 weeks long. So I would have it 2 weeks, not have it 2 weeks, have it 2 weeks. So that was a little too much for me. I would be in pain. I would be going through so much. I would be hurting. Like I didn't want to go to school. I would go to school, have to leave school early. I would be in so much pain. So should I take it? Yes, if it's going to slow it down and stop it. For me, it slowed it down to about a week. Then eventually it slowed it down even more and even more and even more. And so I felt like that was a good thing. But the doctor told me, when you're on this, you should only take it 5 years at a time. Get off of it for about a year, at least 6 months. So I said, okay, that's 23. At that time, I married my husband at 23. So I was like, okay, well, I'll get off of it. So then we got off of it. And so, of course, that made it to where it was fine that I was on it for 5 years. Okay, so I'm off of it. And we're trying to have a child. Of course, you watch my other video, you see the whole situation with me trying to have a child and all that stuff like that. Took a while. They said I had cysts. I would never be able to have a child. And I went through all of that stuff. So now that I think back, could this Depo shot have had a part to play in me not being able to have children, or me having cysts on my ovaries, or some of the complications I had? I couldn't tell you that. I don't know. So, after I had my son, I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? Because like I said, my menstrual cycle was so heavy and I was always sick and stuff like that. And I really didn't want to go back through that. So I was like, okay, well, I've been off of it for almost a year now. So maybe I can get back on it. I asked the doctors, yeah, you can go ahead and get on it. Try not to get on it longer than 5 years again. Okay, I get on it. 5 years pass and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Because the doctor told me after I had my son that I shouldn't have any more kids. He's not going to say I couldn't because I had this child that they said I couldn't have. They said I shouldn't have any more kids because my son, he messed my whole insides up and everything like that. Excuse me. And okay, they told me I shouldn't have any more kids because my son, when I had him, he messed up my whole inside. He was 9 pounds, 11 ounces. And when I had him, the doctor said it looked like I had 5 kids. That was my only child I ever had. So, I was messed up from that. And so I was like, okay, well, I need to get back on the Depo shot because, hey, I can't have any more kids. Well, I shouldn't have any more kids. And I'm not going to put myself through that. I had my child, like I asked, God for my one child. Then I have my stepkids, too. So, I'm satisfied. So, even with me only having one child biologically, they did not want me to get my tubes tied. So I went through the whole thing of them not wanting me to get my tubes tied. And so I kept getting the Depo. 5 years was there, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure something out now. It's 5 years. Am I going to be off of it for a while, or what's going to happen? I'm married. So, being married, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to take a year off. No. You're still going to need some kind of birth control, some kind of something, this and that other. So, and I know the pills don't work. The thing in your arm, cause cancer. I done had somebody with the thing stuck in their arm, the thing stuck, the one I don't know what it's called, so y'all excuse me. The something ring where you put it up, They don't have that stuck and had to have a surgery to have it moved. And I'm like, okay, the safest one for me is probably the shot, because the pill people that I know have gotten pregnant on it and stuff like that. So I wasn't gonna take a chance. And if I miss one, then guess what? I might end up pregnant, and I can, you know, risk my life as well as my child's life. So I would rather not go that way. So I stayed on it for a while longer, and my son is now 8 years old. He'll be 9 in February, so that means I've been on it for 8 years, almost 9 years. So now I'm trying to figure out what I should do. I was doing my research and stuff like that, and they were saying that you can get cancer, cervical cancer, you can get memory loss, and bone loss, bone deterioration. You can also have defects and things like that. So I started thinking, like, do I have any symptoms? Okay, bone loss. I have trouble with my knees and stuff like that. I had trouble with my teeth as well, which has to do with the bones. So I'm thinking, like, is that part of what it is? You know, I've got these cysts, I've got different things that's going on and stuff like that. They said hair loss as well. You know, I went through my little journey with that. So everything that was happening to me, I started to think about what they were saying, but at the time I had excuses for everything. Oh, my knees are bad because it runs in my family. This and another. When possibly it could be the depot that's messing with my bones or making it happen faster. Hair loss. Oh, them twists just pull my hair all out. Oh, my hair is natural, and I just can't deal with the hair. Like, I can't figure it out. Most people can figure their hair out. My hair was thinning out just a little bit, so of course I used that. You know, I was going natural. Maybe it's thinning out because I'm just not taking care of it like I should. And then they said it's this thing that you, like, this fat you get on the back of your neck back here. I have that. Check. I use that as, oh, maybe that's like that because I'm gaining weight. And then this here, like, I never had like a double chin. My face has always been full. Like, I was very skinny, like 90 pounds. My face was pretty plump. So I thought, well, my face was plump already. I gained some weight, so this is why this is here. Research. Face roundness, fat around here from the Depot shot. Memory loss. I don't think I have